My great pleasure to introduce the President and CEO of St. Joseph's Medical Center, Michael Spicer, who's a healthcare executive with more than 35 years of hospital and long-term care experience. He is the President and Chief Executive Officer of this wonderful institution here in Yonkers. He is the first male and the first lay president of St. Joseph's, a Catholic healthcare facility founded by the Sisters of Charity in 1888. He began his career with St. Joseph's in 1984. He served as Executive Vice President and Chief Operating Officer and was named President prior to assuming the title of CEO in 2000. He is the longest-serving CEO for any hospital in Westchester County. Mr. Spicer has been instrumental in this hospital's dramatic expansion and development over the past 20 years and continues to implement his vision of reducing healthcare disparity and providing the highest quality care to all. Please welcome CEO Michael Spicer.
Before I begin, I'm not as old as you people think I am. Don't do the math. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for coming today, and thank you, Liz. Thanks for coming to this momentous occasion. It's really huge for St. Joseph's. Before I begin, I have a number of people that I'd like to thank and welcome, starting with the great Senator, State Senator Andrea Stewart-Cousins, supportive of us behind the scenes for many years. Of course, our great Mayor, Mike Spano, been our partner. Almost everything we do here goes through the city. New York State Assemblyman Nada Sayegh, Dr. James McDonald, New York State Health Commissioner, and members of his team. We have former New York State Senator Nick Spano, Dr. Shalita Ambler, Westchester County Commissioner of Health, County Executives James Nolan, Shanae Williams. What'd I say?
Executive.
Well, can we get mad at that? Legislators. David Tubiello and other members of Westchester County government. Yonkers City Council President Letitia Bellamy. Corzine Pineda Isaac, City Council member. Deanna Norman, Tasha Diaz, John Rubo, and Mike Green. Welcome. We have members of our board here. Mr. Jim Landy, our chairman of the board. Carl Petrillo, vice chair. John Spano. Maura Kiernan. Bill Schneider. Did I miss something there? Sister Sheila Brosnan. Lynn Wallace, new member of the board in the back. Okay. Although she's not here, I'd like to thank Governor Hochul for her leadership and commitment to ensuring the health of all New Yorkers. Thank you to the New York State Department of Health for their continued support of health care and this incredible investment that they've made in our hospital and this community. Today, I'm thrilled to announce that St. Joseph's Medical Center has been awarded a grant from the New York State Statewide Healthcare Facility Transformation Program 4. This grant totals nearly $20 million, 19.7 to be exact, and we'll use this to renovate our surgical suite and all of our operating rooms. This funding is a monumental step forward for our hospital and the community we serve, allowing us to offer cutting-edge, state-of-the-art surgical facilities to our patients, our surgeons, and of course the city of Yonkers and beyond. These renovations are expected to increase operational efficiency, improve the patient experience, and allow us to serve more patients. We believe that the renovated operating rooms will enable us to continue to attract some of the finest surgeons in the area. Yonkers is the largest city in Westchester County and the third largest in the state of New York. This funding will enable St. Joe's to provide the advanced technology that our city deserves. It will allow St. Joseph's to provide this care in our patients' community in their backyard. At a time when medical advances are proceeding rapidly, safety net hospitals like St. Joseph's must keep pace with industry standards. This grant allows us to do so while addressing health disparities. We've entered the planning stages of this project and expect the renovation to be complete by 2029. We're grateful to New York State Department of Health for this grant from the Statewide Healthcare Facility Transformation Grant 4. At St. Joseph's, we believe that the future of healthcare in Yonkers starts here. Thank you for making this possible.
Thank you, Jim. And Michael, I'm about to announce now the very illustrious chairman of our board here at St. Joseph's Medical Center. Please welcome Mr. Jim Landy.
Thank you, Liz. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
On behalf of our sponsors, the Sisters of Charity, and I see Sister Sheila here, and I think Sister Margaret Egan's going to be with us to represent the sisters who founded us in 1888. That's a few years ago. I want to express our deepest gratitude to Commissioner McDonnell and, as Mike said, to the governor for helping us on our path to serving the community. You know, we here at St. Joseph's, we're a safety net hospital. We're one of the 30 safety net hospitals in the state. And that means that we focus on those in need. And 92% of the people that come through our doors and look for our services are on government type of pay, I call Medicaid, Medicare, when they self-pay, but charity care. So we run a very tight ship in terms of what we have in terms of operating profit. All our operation dollars go into the operation. So we have a difficult time keeping up with the latest things. And grants like this is what makes it different, to make it happen. As Mike said, we're going to redo the operating rooms, new equipment, new robotic equipment and things of that nature, the cutting edge, and that's going to make the difference. So we thank you folks. Also, I want to thank our elected officials who dedicate back to St. Joseph's all the time, are there when we call, when we need. Obviously, our state delegation, and we're very fortunate in Yonkers to have two great people from our state delegation, of course, Assemblyman Nader Sayegh, but also to have the leader of the Senate represent us. We still just call her Senator Cousins, but she's. We were not going to. Andrea, you and I don't go. We go back a year or two, over 40, and we make fun of each other. We make fun all the time of each other. So. But now I don't know what I'm going to say. You flustered me, Andrea. Okay. Well, that's all right. Lorraine's having a stroke over there because I'm not using any of her speech. So let's get back on track. But, you know, to have the leader of the Senate as one of the three major people in Albany, here representing Yonkers, but bringing home things like this, making these things possible for the Department of Health to help the community and to make sure that we continue to share and do the right things. So support like this is from New York State is vital. It strengthens our stability to be able to provide the highest quality care around. So on behalf of, as I said, the Sisters of Charity and the entire Board of Trustees, I thank the Department of Health for believing in St. Joseph's, supporting the people of Yonkers and the Bronx. This grant is more than renovations, it's reaffirmation of our shared commitment to the highest quality, accessible health care for every patient we serve. No matter whether they're living on the margins or not, we're here for them. St. Joseph's is here. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Jim, for those inspirational words. And if you look at this banner over here, the future of healthcare in Yonkers is here at St. Joseph's Medical Center. And that's really because we are getting this incredible grant today, but also because of the dedication of all the incredible people who work here at St. Joseph's Medical Center every single day. And now it's my great pleasure to introduce the man who makes the city of Yonkers, one of the best places to live. We are so proud to have him here with us today. Please welcome the wonderful Mayor Mike Spano.
Thanks, Liz. Gotta keep Liz working for me. So, but good afternoon, everyone. And it's what a great announcement. It really is. And a special thank you to our governor, Kathy Hochul, Commissioner McDonald. I'm so glad you're here. And and I think I speak on behalf of the entire council. I know the council president is here, and members of the city council are here, and we know how vitally important this hospital is. In Yonkers, we are culturally diverse, but in Yonkers, we are economically diverse. We have struggling families. We have working class families, and getting top-notch health care in our community is something that makes Yonkers that place that you want to live in, work in, raise a family, right? It's important. And it can't happen because, at times because we need deep pockets. And when it comes time to rebuilding St. Joseph's Medical Center, which has been here since 1888, we got to dig pretty deep. And it's nice to know that we have federal partners that come in occasionally, though not much these days, but we do have great partners at the state level, led by our Senate Majority Leader, Andrea Stewart Cousins, and of course, Nita Sage, and Gary Pretlow, and Shelley Mayer. And so it's great to have such a great delegation that will go out there, work on our behalf, find dollars, and then make those dollars available to institutions right here. This is not just a great place for medical care, but this is a great place to work. You're one of our biggest private employees of people in the city, and that alone is also just as important. So, Mike, and to the entire board, especially Mr. Chairman, because you're chairman of everything. Jim, I'm not going to bore you with that joke, but trust me, just sister, right? He's chairman of everything, right? So, but Jim Landy, thank you for all that you do, your board, Mike Spicer, all of you, and of course, like I said, the Senate Majority Leader, the governor, and the members of our delegation. We here in Yonkers appreciate this. We know how important it is. And we also know that without your help, we would not be able to move this forward. And because of you today, you're going to see some great things happening here at St. Joe's. Thank you.
And great things are happening in the city thanks to you, Mayor. And we can't say enough how much we are thankful to New York State for all you've done to help us with this amazing grant you're giving us today. And here, representing the state, we're so proud to have New York State Assemblyman Nader Sayegh. Come on up and say a few words, Nader.
Thank you very much, Liz. It really is a privilege. As someone that grew up in Yonkers all my life, St. Joe's Hospital was a hospital that really reflected what Yonkers is. The diversification, the beauty, the cultural differences. And when you talk about healthcare is so important because not only do we want to keep our families safe, but you want to make sure that you have a healthcare system that is responsive, that is promoting effective outreach, to reach out to the different communities, the different languages and the cultures. And as the mayor stated, Yonkers, we know, is a very diversified, economically, culturally, socially, and a hospital that reflects and understands those needs is crucial. St. Joe's, for me, is very important, whether I speak of the experiences many as a patient myself, as a hospital that treated many, many family members and many constituents, as a hospital that trained many family members in the medical field and the nursing field. For me, it holds a very special place. So to be here with the Commissioner McDonald's representing the state and the governor, and especially my colleagues in government, on the local level with the mayor and the city council, on the county level with the county representatives, and especially with my colleagues on the state level. And as the mayor said, and I know Jim Landy on the behalf of the board and Mike Spano, our CEO, we know the importance of having a state senator who's the majority leader of the Senate. And for me, it's simpler for me and my fellow delegate members to have Andrea Stewart-Cousins there. When the state senator and the majority leader joins in the efforts of promoting education, promoting health care, making sure the funds are there. And when we talk about funds, and Mike, I know sometimes you may get grants for programs, for training, but we know the importance of facility and capital funds because you can get the greatest surgeons here at St. Joe's, but if the operating rooms are not effective and not equipped to handle it, it doesn't do the same job. So yes, we want St. Joe's Hospital to be proud of his facility, its professional staff, its leadership, its dedication, and if this is a small step to really bring us to that goal, it makes me very privileged and very happy. Congratulations.
Thank you so much, Nader. And you're right. St. Joseph's Medical Center really touches so many lives, including my own, because my sister was born at St. Joseph's Medical Center. So it all, what goes around comes around. And now, of course, my great privilege to introduce a friend and our wonderful New York State Majority Leader. Please welcome Andrea Stewart-Cousins.
So good afternoon. It is really such a pleasure to be here to actually celebrate the continued growth and just flourishing of this wonderful medical center. It's really hard to follow all of the, first of all, Mike, I did not realize you were such a history maker. I love that.
I'm still trying to catch up to the women.
Yes, I know. Well, listen, impressive that the women, the Sisters of Charity, allowed for you to be able to do this for so long. So it is obviously a tribute to the skills that you bring here, as well as you know, the administration and the board. And Jim, I will not start where you left off because we, you know, he is the chairman of many things, I guess everything. And, you know, we are happy that you continue to, you know, be an influence in so many good ways. And of course, to the mayor who has, you know, really been a great partner with every thing that we do on the state level and the city council, and, you know, our county legislators. I mean, we are fortunate because we are all rowing in the same direction. And I know that I can call my health commissioner in the state, I can call my county health commissioner. Everybody understands the importance of making sure that medical care, quality medical care, is accessible for everyone. I did not grow up in Yonkers, but I did grow up, quite frankly, in a hospital emergency room half the time, because I always tell people I was severely asthmatic, and we lived close to Roosevelt Hospital. We were living in the projects, and I was there all the time. And my parents were, like I said, we were living in the projects, and having access to health care that kept me alive, literally, is why I can stand here today. And we all, when we are sitting in these rooms, whatever rooms we're in, if we have the ability to bring something to the table, what we bring, as you know, Assemblyman, and all of our great colleagues, in our delegation, what we bring are our experiences, and what we bring are our priorities. And so the reality is that when Speaker Hastie, myself, the governor, we're in that room, there's no fight about what's important. Healthcare is education on the top of the list. And, the fights may be how much money we put in, and, the legislature, we always have big asks. And fortunately, we have always consensus about how to make sure that we sustain the operating pillars, not only of our state, but of our people. So I really want to thank you, Commissioner, for being here. This is actually my district too, so I'm happy to represent the hospital along with Assemblyman Sage, and again, our entire delegation. And of course, we are very, very happy that the governor, we don't fight about any of these things. We're just happy to applaud the successes. And so I wish St. Joseph's continued success, because it matters to each and every one of us. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much, Andrea, for those wonderful words of support. And now the man of the hour, the man we've been waiting to hear and thank formally. I'm so pleased and proud to introduce the New York State Commissioner of Health. Please welcome Dr. James McDonald.
Yeah, thank you so much. It really is a privilege to be here. And thank you, Senator Stewart-Cousins, for all the kind words. And Mr. Spicer, it is great to be here. And it's interesting. I think about the word timeless. Can you just grab the word timeless for just a minute? When you look at your mission statement, there's 4 words that stand out to me: respect, compassion, dignity, commitment. Those are really timeless values. And your mission statement's quite timeless as well. And you know a little bit about timelessness, by the way. You've been here since 1888. And just to put a little context around that, one of the technologies that didn't exist in 1888 was X-ray. So could you imagine in 1895 when it came out, hearing about this invention of X-ray, someday thinking, I wonder if that'll ever come here, right? But just give you more context about how old you are and how classic you are, is you were here before penicillin. And I just really want to put that out there for you, right? Now, anesthesia was here before you got here, but I just think it's important to understand that you're an institution that's seen a lot. And institutions that have seen a lot, that are enduring, you are more important than ever right now. Because although we live in unusual times, long-standing institutions have seen a lot. Seen world wars, seen a pandemic. You've seen a lot. You've endured. So I'm really pleased about this $20 million investment. And just to give you a little bit of context around the $20 million investment, there was a $300 million pool of money available through the State Healthcare Transformation Grant version 4. So you got $20 million of the $300 million. Now there were 50 plus awards, almost 200 applications. So in other words, most people didn't get anything. That's just the way it is. It was a very competitive process, right? Your project was quite compelling. Renovating operating rooms, doing the mechanical and electrical plumbing work. I know that doesn't sound sexy, mechanical, electrical, and plumbing, but it's the behind-the-scenes stuff that keeps hospitals as hospitals. The ventilation, it's the stuff that really matters too. Improving your information technology, making minimally invasive surgery more and more common, keeping up with things is really critical. So I want to thank you just for inviting me. Thank you for your hospitality, but I wanted to celebrate your timelessness and just hope that you know that really do value your commitment to eliminating health disparities. When I go places and people understand the value of eliminating health disparities, it means a lot, right? Because we shouldn't see different outcomes for groups based on race, age, ethnicity, gender orientation, ability, or first language spoken, or other reasons. Like, we should see same outcomes. In a first world nation, we should demand it. But your commitment to eliminating health disparities is really, really critical and really appreciated. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Well, thank you so much, Dr. McDonald. And now that concludes our formal program. We are going to ask all of our speakers to stay here because we're going to take some formal pictures. But I wish you all a wonderful, wonderful day ahead. And thank you all so much for being here.